welcome back to the Sagebrush Show. I'm your host, Dennis O'Donnell. Today we are very lucky to have a special guest, Jordan Mathew Young, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, thanks for having me. More.
Feels good. It's good.
It's a good scent.
More life. Well, I'm truly grateful for you to come out here and do this today.
I'm glad to be here, and thanks for having me.
I think the first time that I saw you play was at the Hard Luck Lounge.
That's right.
With Taters Tuesday there.
Yeah, I feel like I met everybody I know in Austin at the Tuesdays at Hard Luck.
It was good times.
Yeah.
You know, when you see in this town, when there's just one guy and a guitar, I think, because you got a musician when they're playing in the airport when you get off the plane, they're playing at HEB when you're getting your groceries, right? There's a lot of one dude and a guitar, or girl and guitar, all over the town, right?
That's true, yeah.
And I think a lot of people get numb to that, and they just kind of sleep through some of this stuff. You are one of the most talented performers that I've ever seen in Austin in my life here.
Wow, thank you.
And you have a special power that just makes everybody, it takes the breath out of the room. And in some rooms that aren't listening room situations, it grabs everybody's attention. They shut up and they stop what they're doing or thinking and are completely commandeered by what you're doing.
Right on, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, playing solo is something I've always really, with the band, I like doing the rock and roll thing, and solo I like it to be really sort of impactful. I like to bring the audience to like silence almost, I'm a really.
You got so much soul going on. Were you always, when did you find yourself stylistically? Like when I was 11 years old, I wanted to learn Jimi Hendrix, and that of course isn't possible, but that's what you do when you're 11. And then I think when I was like a teenager, I tried to sound like Cat Stevens, which
nice.
is
That's awesome,
really?
yeah.
Is that cool? I don't think it's cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. It took me a while to where my own songs started to come out of me, and you just have such an incredible power. What led you to your sound? When did you find that?
Man, it's funny that I wound up being on like kind of the soul side of things, because for the first thing I ever started to play when I was about 11 or 12 was drums, and it was just strictly so that I could play like speed metal,
Fuck yeah.
and love that stuff. I still do, and played metal for years and on the drums. And the only reason I started singing and playing guitar was that I could never get any of the people that I was playing with to ever be organized or like just think of it as like a job,
Yeah.
And I knew that if I was the one singing, that it would be easier for me to kind of lead the band, right? So that's why I started playing guitar and singing, and it's so funny to go from like metal and then on guitar and singing to be kind of still metal. I'm playing like Alice in Chains, maybe on acoustic guitar. I'm like playing their like Unplugged album, which Lane Staley's got a hell of a voice, so I started singing like that kind of stuff. But the more that I sort of just got into singing, I realized that the stuff I grew up listening to, like before I was playing, the stuff my parents were showing me was ZZ Top, The Doors.
Yeah.
Luckily, my parents had kick-ass taste in music, and my parents were separated when I was a kid, so I had this big spread-out family. They had like remarried, and there was exes and exes of exes, and so I was growing up with all these different family members and my aunts and uncles and grandparents, and had this really broad spectrum of music as a kid. And I feel like probably though when I moved to Tennessee is when I was really like, okay, now I want to seriously focus on really learning and singing the blues, and really focus on singing and playing classic country, just for whatever reason at the same time. Tennessee's a great state for that, it's like Nashville, Memphis.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's really when I was like, this is gonna be my job, full time.
Was there anybody in that time of your life that you felt inspired you into that direction?
No, I never had like a lessons or some mentor, you know. We were living in my van, and we lived in the Walmart parking lot, and I would just sit in that van like 10, 12 hours a day because I'd wake up in the van, and at some point the cops figured out that we were living in that van, and they would roll over there first thing in the morning and park right behind the van and just wait for us to do something stupid, I guess. They were waiting for us to, like, you know, to catch us smoking a joint or something. I don't know what, but because I was so terrified to, like, do anything, to get out of the van or anything, I would just sit in the van and play, like, one of my 5 tapes that I had, like a John Lee Hooker tape, a CCR tape, probably like a Stevie Ray Vaughan, and like just like 5 tapes. And you know how tapes are, like you listen to the whole. It's not like when you have your Spotify. Yeah, right. You don't like make a playlist. You listen to the whole thing, and then it flips, and you listen to the next side, and then it flips. And you just keep listening to it over and over. So I would just sit there for like 10 hours a day and just play the same tape over and over and play guitar. And try not to like move or stand up because I didn't want the cops to like come knock on the van. And yeah, just then when we started like going to Memphis and playing in Memphis, and I was like, yeah, this is really what I want to do. And I'm not like a strict 12-bar blues guy. I'm not like a real blues guy by any means. I just really got into the feeling of soul, and I'm not a soul guy either, you know. I'm not like a specific soul dude. I just like singing with that feeling of soul, you know. And yeah, it just makes me feel good. I love singing bluegrass and country. I do a lot of bluegrass stuff, and yeah, for whatever reason, man, I feel like I went from drums and was like supposed to sing, you know.
Oh yeah.
And I just started singing.
You're definitely supposed to sing. Last time I saw you was at the Long Play Lounge.
Yeah, those are good.
And the bill of the people that were there was surprisingly several of some of the most popular musicians with national legs that we have in this town.
The last big one with David Ramirez and all those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember him.
Everybody, you stand out. Let's just put it that way. Like those guys are very accomplished and they practice their craft and they're very good at what they do.
Oh yeah.
When you got up there, it sent everybody in the room. You raised hairs on everybody. It's really incredible.
Right on, man. I appreciate that a lot. That's that's definitely my goal. So it's cool to be surrounded by those kind of people here in Austin that are constantly driving you, but not in like a overly competitive way where it's like they don't want to share. Here, everybody wants to share. Everybody wants to collaborate, you know. And the like level of competition is like a very healthy thing. It's not true. It's not this you fight to get to the top or something, you know.
It's this beautiful, small, incestuous tribe of people that push each other.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, I'm just inspired all the time, too. That's more than inspired. This one's called Susanna. You know I'd leave here in the morning or in the middle of the night, into the twilight with just one word, Susanna. Our love is old now as a memory, like a song taken by the wind, but it's strong as a river If I could see you one more time, if I could swim across the sea, just to touch the face that's ever on my mind, Susanna. Oh, Susanna, please. Oh, Susanna, please. Oh, Susanna. Thank you. Oh, cool. Well, I'm gonna do an older one of mine. That one's brand new. This one is called "We Left Our Love on 66." It's a Dixieland kind of love tune that I wrote. Where we start to slow down on another town for a cold street. My heart is on the ground. Think I left it back in Oklahoma City. This road I know will someday show the way. It's hard for me to get my fix. Ever since we left our little love on 66. Lord, the highway winds, telling me I'm wasting my time. Oh, sweet pine, just keep on passing me by. Oh, this road I know will someday show the way. I pray. Oh, it's hard for me to get my kicks. Ever since we left our little love on 66. Someday, oh, show the way. I pray. It's hard for me to get my fix. Ever since we left our little love on 66. Oh, we left our love on 66. Oh, baby. Thank you. Thank you. Cool. Sounds good in here, huh?
Hell yeah, dude.
That one there definitely Bessie Smith influenced. Big influence on me. would be cool to do is, see if I got this thing here. Yeah. This one here, I'll do a couple slide tunes. This first one's called Been So Long. It's pretty appropriate for right now, being that I'm very, very far away from any of my family. And this one's kind of just about being away from everybody you know and love, and just kind of, you know, living rough, living on the road, paying dues. That's what it's about. Since I've been back home, it's been so long since I've been back home. They've paid my dues with the meat coming off my bones. Well, I've been so high, never come back down. We've been so high, never come back down. We've paid my line, then I'm 6 feet in the ground. But I'm on my way since way back when. I'm on my way since way back when. I won't slow down and I won't look back, old friend. that one there, I recorded with the full band a little bit ago. Excited to see how that one comes out. And we'll do one more since it takes so damn long to tune to this open D here. This one I really like. This is a really cool song by Mr. Doug Strahan. He and I have been kind of sharing songs back and forth and trading lyrics, and this is one of his that I, real early on when I met him, I said, hey, I'm gonna learn that song, is that cool with you? And he said, do it. It's called Rise and Shine. I'm telling you, boy, you got to rise and shine. Let them people in on your life. Wake from your sleep and get on up. Show the world how you rise and shine. Shake the mud from your boots, my eyeballs of blood. Kiss your fair one goodbye, it's time to run. Don't worry about your roots, slowly thick with mud and blood. Show the world how you rise and shine. There's a bell in you, boy, you got to rise and shine. Let them people in on your life. Wake from the sleep and get on up. Show the world how you rise and shine. Gonna get higher than a church's steeple. Touch the tippy toe of the Lord. Throw a platter down on the fine people. Show the world rise and shine. And I'll tell you, boy, rise and shine. Let them people in on your line. Wake from your sleep and get on up. Show the world how you rise and shine. Show the world you rise and shine. Show the world you rise and shine. That's a good one there.
Thank you, George.
Shout out to Doug Strahan. Thank y'all for watching. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate y'all.